Part 2. We right back on it. We ain't gonna let nothing stop us. Embracing and knowing yourself is not always easy. Life gives us the incredible opportunity to experience diversity and polarity so we can come to understand ourselves, all part of the big, wild, and escapable part of your personal journey. I told you, sweat, blood, and tears, you're going to get this healing tonight. I don't care how many parts I got to do. You're going to hear what I got to say tonight. Tonight. Shout out to Bernie Mac, R.I.P. Let's go in. The seasons and cycle of growth. And remember, Darius Corbin presents the cycle of growth and our connection to the 4 seasons. Let's go. I don't care how many parts I got to do on this. You're going to get this work tonight. The seasons and cycle of growth. This book will take you through, and this book, once again, right here, Seasonal Soul, a mystic's guide to inner transformation. And you are a mystic. You are mystical. Shout out to Mystical. The cycle of growth is the larger and overarching chapters of yourself and life. You can identify one of your complete cycles of growth right now. Think back to a particular phase of your life. For example, perhaps a time when you began to feel claustrophobic in the life you were living. Perhaps it weighed on your heart and soul, and you felt depressed and irritated. Hello, winter. As you slowly disentangle yourself from the life you were living and the ideas and beliefs you held but had outgrown, you grew some more. Slowly your vibe shifted. Slowly your vibe shifted. You opened yourself, new possibilities began to flow in, and you received them. This is the winter to spring shift. You fell in love with you again. Life started to feel exciting and thrilling again. You toyed with new ideas and you began to implement a plan of action. In this case, travel. Spring is now in full bloom. You did what it took to get into foreign lands. You worked, saved, dreamed, planned, and then did it all again. You eternally prepare yourself, psyching yourself up for the even bigger shift. And then finally off you went, soaring through air and headed to unknown lands. You were excited and scared all at once. After a while, you became the savvy pro traveler. You knew all the tricks and tips and freely helped out the newbies on the path. This is the confidence of summer. Life felt good. You were content and at peace with yourself. You wore self-assurance and self-confidence with flair. Such a far cry from the lost and oppressed you of winter. But time passed and a soft niggle, N-I-G-G-L-E, began to rise and make itself known. You no longer felt inspired and lit up from within. You searched and attempted to recreate those heart-elating feelings and experience of old, but you could no longer reach that vibe that once made you thrive. A low-lying, irritable, and flatness seemed to take up permanent residence within your soul. Welcome to autumn. At first, you ignored it. You pushed through. You tried to convince yourself that you were having a bad day, week, month. But the heaviness grew and grew, and soon it was so great that you realized one day that this heavy feeling was familiar to you. Different from before, but so similar. You had somehow made your way back into winter. The wild, carefree traveler was no more. You were back into the dark, like you were months or years before, having to work out what you were being guided toward next. This, my friends, is a complete cycle of growth, whether you are this traveling nomad or have taken a detour on your career path or are navigating life as a parent. Whatever your adventure is, there is growth and there is a cycle. Remember that. There is a growth and there is a cycle. And it says, and I don't mind sharing again, the trick is to navigate and sync with your own rhythm and beat. If you want to write this one down, the trick is to navigate and sync with your own rhythm and beat. I'll show you this picture. Like I said, order this book, The Seasonal Soul, A Mystic Guide to Inner Transformation by Lauren Aletta. That's spelled Lauren, Lauren is her name, first name, last name Aletta, A-L-E-T-T-A. As you awaken to the unfolding guidance, it will inevitably prompt personal and life realignment and re-evolution. As you awaken to the unfolding guidance, it will inevitably prompt personal and life realignment and reevaluation, shifting your human self to be energetic alignment with your soul self. Shifting your human self to be energetic alignment with your soul self. As your soul expands, your personal vibration elevates, which it will. There's no stopping that. Let me read that again. As your soul expands, your personal vibration elevates, which it will, and you will be naturally outgrow, and you will, and you will naturally outgrow the framework and platform of your current life. We're gonna hear a little bit of Spanish music in the background, but I want you to enjoy it. We listen to all type of music. We're universal out here. So if you feel like doing the cha-cha, the electric, whatever, the margarita, whatever it is, shit, why not electric slide? We do that too. Let me read that again. As you awaken to the unfolding guidance, it would inevitably prompt personal and life realignment and reevaluation, shifting your human self to be energetic alignment with your soul self. As your soul expands, your personal vibration elevates, in which it will, and you will naturally outgrow the framework and platform of your current life. You will begin to desire different things and yearn to know yourself in new and deeper ways. This shift will highlight people, activities, behaviors, and lifestyles that no longer resonate with you. Are you guys going through that now? This shift will highlight people, activities, behaviors, and lifestyles that no longer resonate with the new you. As you become more accustomed to your new expanded self, you will begin to feel called to participate and contribute to life in more meaningful ways, as defined by you through the initiative and inner guidance of your soul self. You are living, breathing, you are the living, breathing, fabulously human expression of your unique soul's adventure through the seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And I'm gonna get this before, if it may cut off, I promise you gonna get this work, at least the 4 seasons breakdown. I don't care if it cut off after this. I'm glad we got this far, because I know y'all feel this one. Tell me if you feel me. Let's go. Winter. Winter. Are you ready for the 4 season breakdown? Grab a pen and pad. I want to show you this, so for all my for all my illustrators out there, you can draw this and have a visual. Get the book as well. I hope you can see that. I'll look at the video, see. Let me make sure I raise it up high. There we go. Okay, I can see it. Okay, there we go. Is that 1, 2, 4? I want to make sure y'all get it. There we go. You can at least get the illustration. Winter. Let's see what winter will break down. Winter. Winter is when life feels cold, flat, empty. You are depressed, irritated. Have y'all ever feel like this in wintertime? If you ever feel like this in wintertime, then you know why. You are connected with the seasons. Let's break down winter. Winter is when life feels cold, flat, empty. You are depressed, irritated, and unhappy. You have to force a smile and maybe even force yourself to have contact with the world. Winter is when you go into the cave. Let's go to spring. Spring feels fresh, fun, thrilling. Initially, you are dipped into anxiety and fear, which gives you an adrenaline rush that makes your heart skip. You are stepping out of the old you and into the new version of you. You are a bit bubbly at first, clumsily trying on your own newness for size, but you soon get the hang of life. Life is refreshing, and you're taking aligned action to marry with the new you vibes. I want to read that again. Winter. Winter is when life feels cold, flat, empty. You are depressed, irritated, and unhappy. You have to force a smile and maybe even force yourself to have contact with the world. Winter is when you go into the cave. Spring. Spring feels fresh, fun, thrilling. Initially, you are dipped into anxiety and fear, which gives you an adrenaline rush that makes your heart skip. You're stepping out of the old you and into the new version of you. You are a bit bubbly at first, clumsily trying on your newness for size, but you soon get the hang of it. Life is refreshing, and you are taking aligned action to marry with your new you vibes. Spring is the sun shining down on your skin. Summer. Summer. You are working it like a boss. Your ducks are lined up in a row, work, rest, and play. You're thriving at life, leaping out of bed in the morning and floating to the land of Nod, N-O-D, with a smile, resting at the corner of your lips. The endeavors and life changes birthed in spring are underway and you're feeling pretty darn good. Time for daiquiris at sunset. Summer's when you're high on life. And here we go with autumn. Autumn, a familiar feeling of subtle discontentment, has come in on the tail end of summer's warm breeze. You are feeling an eternal itch that is not being scratched, a boredom of lethargy. That's spelled ETHARGY. The spice of life has lost its kick, and you toggle between ignoring it and worrying about it. Autumn lets you know you have grown, and the coolness reminds you winter is on the way. And I'm glad I got this far. I'll show you some more. Y'all all right out there? I told you it's going to be a good one. You can take this with you. This presentation is going to be watched again and again. I guarantee you, my friends. Cycles within cycles. And I'm going to keep going till the video stop or till I stop. Or till it gets dark enough where you can't see me. And even then, it's all about the message, not the messenger. Cycles within cycles. Within these distant phases of soul growth, smaller cycles occur. Cycles within cycles. These are the cycles within your life's pillars, the important areas and aspects of your life, including work, career, health, home, and relationships. Your career or work life may enter a winter period, even though on a larger scale you are within spring. Your larger level soul growth naturally propels reevaluation on all levels, and in this case, you realize you're unhappy and discontent with your work or career. So you get about addressing that. Maybe that means a remodeling of your schedule, putting your hand up for that promotion, undertaking further study, or completing changing career direction. This is very organic. A lot of us go through that daily. Like you feel like your worth at your job could be a little bit more appreciated. Like you feel like you know your worth and it's time for you to just move on. So we all go through this, and it's letting you know it goes with the cycles. It goes with the seasons. While your career life pillar stands alone and has its own cycle, it also intrinsically linked with the rest of your soul self and the other aspects of your life. For naturally, as we expand and explore one area, it affects all other areas too. You are an intricate, living, moving, growing, ever-changing, interconnected spider web of life that is beautifully linked and woven together. Cycles within cycles, all moving at a perfect pace, supporting you to evolve and grow and become more and more who you are. This was the truth of being real. Each season cycle of growth is unique. You cannot look to the previous winter and apply what you did then to what you are experiencing now. That's not how it works. While the symptoms, feelings, and sensations are the same, how you navigate those waters will always be different. Why? For you were always made anew. With each shift you make, you have grown, and that means you have also outgrown the tools you used or path you took previously. I'm all about illustrations. Family. Give me feedback on this presentation. Give me feedback. You watch it. Let me know how you feel on any presentation. I'm not here to judge. We're not here to put nobody down, but we are here to heal and growth. And sometimes when you heal and you grow, things are going to hurt. In order for you to heal, old skin has to come off that may hurt. But through the new growth and through the new garments of life, you will rise. And it says, go into your inner landscape. Where do you find yourself? Take a moment and feel. What season is it? Are you in the depths of winter or the heart of summer? Perhaps the season you are in is just starting to turn. You can feel either the days becoming shorter or longer and the weather shifting. Don't think, just feel. A whole